How do I develop a really good listening relationship with my dog? I don't feel like my dog pays attention. The dog doesn't look at it. Hey everybody, I am Jack Crann, behaviorist and trainer here in Dahlonega, Georgia. So, understanding why you teach the things you teach and how they should affect behavior is really a first step. So we teach heel is this position. So the dog learns heel means to come sit here, means walk in that spot, and when we stop, you should automatically sit. So the importance of that is heel teaches focus. So we do an exercise where we go and stop so that every time the dog changes position, we encourage them to look up and sit. So once the dog is sitting, sit, good girl. We want to get this connection. So, important step is holding positions. When you have your dog sit and then the dog sits for a second and pops right up, the dog is associating that sit is a trick. Sit should mean remain there, watch me until I tell you what to do next. So there's a difference between sit and sit stay. So we can try that again, girly girl. Hey, sit. Good girl. Now, as I move away from the dog, we want to maintain sit, eye contact. And what we want to do is walk one full circle around the dog. And the dog should only move their head. So what we want to be aware of is the hips. 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock is a blind spot, and that is where the dog is going to want to get up and move around. They want to protect that blind spot. Hips, aside from that, blind spot is the weakest part of their body. So now we're doing this to build confidence, good socializing, and to teach positive eye contact. Hey, good girl. So you find the voice. So I know, hey, gets her to look at me. Now, as I move around, every time we connect eye to eye, I'm going to give her a new energy, a new voice. Yeah, good girl. So I have the two voices, the look at me voice and the yes, I love when you look at me voice, that you use out of training time. That is the first step in getting a good listening relationship. So, hey, good girl. You watch me. Watch. Good. So you see, there's the blind spot. Right away, if you look, where you going? Hey, watch. Good girl. So I come around. Over here. Watch me. Yes. Good girl. So if I want her to know, could you face the camera? Come on. Good girl. Sit. Good. So I purposely say nothing as I move away because I want the dog to understand every command means pay attention. So if you tell them to sit or down, they should remain there until you tell them what to do next. So any position, any direction you give the dog, like I just gave her the direction to sit, should mean pay attention, watch, until we tell you what to do next, right? So you watch. Good. There. There's a big girl. Good. Watch me. What a good girl you are. Good. Now I approach and praise. And that is where now, if we're in the house, busy at the kitchen counter, and the dog looks like it's going to get into some mischief, it's got its nose going somewhere it shouldn't go, and you say, hey, watch. The dog should stop whatever it's doing and turn and look at you. So that is the main purpose of doing this. So what we're thinking about is having that connection, a good listening relationship. Whenever two people are together, there becomes a natural connection. You, me, us. So there's an energy where people would think nothing of walking in between us, sit, or there's a different energy where someone's going to automatically stop and go around behind us. So that's what we're teaching the dogs. Watch me, watch. To focus on that common center, that common connection, and we send that energy. Yes, good. positive eye contact. And two dogs together, eye contact is going to mean aggression, submission, or play. And what we want our dogs to understand is dog to human, eye contact doesn't mean any of those things. It's always a good thing. So you see, just because I gave her a little snugga doesn't mean play to You see, wait. So we play these little games. So she waits until I get the release, whatever release you choose. Watch. And a good habit, sit. So you see, we got a lot of work to do, her and I. A good habit is up here. Watch. Sit. So you see, this is where you get the relationship. Got to be paying attention until we give her release. And you always give the release at a distance, right? Indoors, a good rule of thumb is be ahead of the dog. And all these things recommending here, I would do at anywhere from 10 to 14 days, a good solid 2 weeks of being real particular, and then you're pretty well on your way. Everything you do, you start on the leash and then we drop the leash. So the leash is a tool for training and we use it indoors. So a couple things to keep in mind are, one, practice having your dog follow directions, commands from you while you're sitting down. Because in everyday life, everything we do is stationary and standing up. So now, if we're down here, it's a different relationship. Over here, come. Good girl. Sit. Oh. So you practice that the dog doesn't automatically move whenever you get in or out of a chair or the couch. When you are on and off the furniture. Hey, sit. Sit. Good girl. So now the key is I want her to remain seated. You sit. So you see how it takes more because, up here, come on, sit. Because we don't understand this position. But you're supposed to be, standing in front of me or standing next to me. Come on, up here, sit. Good girl. Sit. So to follow the command sit from me in a sit is not the way we do it. So the dog has to be taught. Okay? Let's go. Good girl. Sit. Up. Sit. There's a good girl. Good sit. So now the same thing. We've been here for a while. Ideally, I would like a little more distance. Now I'm going to get up. Hey. And you sit. I'm going to remind her ahead of time. Sit so that when I get up, good girl. So your changing position doesn't affect the dog. And that's where you help your dog relax. That every time you get out of a chair, it doesn't jump up to follow you around the house. And you make a game of it. Sit, 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 sit. Good sit. Good girl. Now, you notice I am purposely not using the word stay. Come on, back where you were and sit. Just sit. Good girl. So stay is always going to indicate a long time and more distraction. Hey, so you see she's having a real difficult time handling this. See now, head between my knees. So same thing. So we've got to work on that. Come on, over here. Sit. The other is, say you've been really relaxed or you're laying on the couch and the dog is lying down. Same thing. So I'm going to teach her, you sit to tolerate. See? As soon as I change the position, sit. She wants to come over. So we just keep doing it over and over until I can lie down and she remains there. I mean, if you want to tell a dog stay, then you tell him. And I could get up. So the thing is, you're sitting, before you uncross your legs, before you put your hands on the arm of the chair, before your upper body moves forward, you remind the dog to hold the position. So you have to sometimes practice every little move to get the dog to tolerate and just stay put. So the dog isn't right away, oh, I'm going to follow you because you're going into the kitchen or you're going down the hall. So you make that game of it that the dog will sit, good girl, and tolerate, you sit, good, that's much better already. Good girl, good girl. Sit, see? No, you sit. Now, in many cases, you want to go and have your dog lie on the bed and that sort of thing. Sit. But just because I'm sitting, we're not in a training situation, the dog doesn't want to follow the direction and hold the positions. So, holding the position is very important. Meaning, whenever you give the dog a direction, you should make the next choice. So I hope that helps. All of this and more is in the book, my book, The Affection Connection, available on Amazon and either paperback or ebook. And you can always contact me through my website, peaceofmindcanine.com, or right here in the comments. I love getting your questions, so leave your questions in the comments and please subscribe and follow. Love getting your questions, and I hope that helps you develop a good listening relationship with your dog. Bye for now.